Yorkshire Gale pulling up on the outside. That's on the extreme right. Celtic Abbey coming with a good position. And Sister Stephanie, is she going to race or is she eighth? Yep, she's off on terms with them and galvanised on the right of the picture. And this could be significant. Sister Stephanie, the mare, certainly off on level terms as they come to the first of the 24 fences, over which Hymn of Praise led, and the faller there was Sister Stephanie. So, having got very excited about her chances, she got as far as the first. We have a disgusted David Bridgewater. The mare is okay, but she could prove a little bit of a problem if she runs about on the hurdle and chase track. So, it's Harwell Lad who leads. And he's really attacking this horse. He sometimes tears himself off on very good terms for himself. Obviously remembers winning the Whitbread here. Has the lead to Hymn of Praise and Hermes Harvest, and then General Pongo sitting on the outside of Full of Oats. Equity Player races midfield, and then Call of the Day, Yorkshire Gale. Don Samurai the inside with What a Player, ANC Express. Then we have Celtic Abbey, and the back marker early on is Dakin's Boy, and the yellow jacket there of Alan Parker. So they swing right-handed then and down towards fence number 3, and trailing them at about 200 yards is the riderless Sister Stephanie. Head down towards fence number 3 then on this marathon journey, and I wonder if it'll be all things bright and beautiful for Hymn of Praise. The yellow jacket leads the outside of Harwell Lad. Through on the inner is Hermes Harvest, and then we've got General Pongo, then Yorkshire Gale getting a little bit closer. Hymn of Praise got a little bit close to that point. A mistake at the back by What a Hand. And he getting 1 or 2 reminders already. Turning into the back straight. And it's Harwell Lad that leads. Harwell Lad has the edge by a couple of lengths to Hymn of Praise in second, and indeed Hermes Harvest showing third. Then we have General Pongo in 4 and Full of Oats 5 and Equity Player in 6. Yorkshire Gale runs 7 the outside of Don Samurai, just in front of Call It a Day. Then ANC Express, Celtic Abbey and What a Hand, the trailer. Come down towards fence number 5 as they cross that ANC Express with the back marker and just dragged his legs a little bit. Down towards the next one, a ditch, and Harwell Lad jumps it in spectacular fashion, and What a Hand very awkward at the rear. Gives some indication as to how bright this sunlight is. Head down towards then the next one, the water jump, as they come to it. Harwell Lad and Hymn of Praise sit 1 and 2. Hermes Harvest the outside of General Pongo, and then Full of Oats, followed by Don Samurai, Dakin's Boy the outside of Call It a Day, and still Want a Hand at the back of the pack as they continue down the far stretch. Celtic Abbey nearer last the first, so to the top way Yorkshire Gale, but a very long way to go. That was the first of these railway fences, 3 plain fences that come up in very close order indeed. And Harwell Lad really bouncing off this ground. Doesn't look to be as desperate and as wet as many people would have anticipated, quite rightly so, in the early part of the week. And they take the last on the far side. That was the 10th, and so they've got a long run now, and Harwell Lad being given a little bit of encouragement, rightly so. The 9-year-old's on very good terms with himself, but they've now got this run to go and bypass the pond fence. So they swing right-handed then. Harwell Lad has the edge. Harwell Lad leading as they turn out of the back straight. See, they're being told to bypass this pond fence, and they're quite closely grouped as they come into it, and there could be a little bit of jockeying for position as they come past the pond fence. Not a lot of room here, but room enough. 6 yards, I think, is the recommended minimum for bypassing fences, but that's normally on the second circuit, of course. Harwell Lad has the edge as they turn at the end of the first mile and a bit in this Mildmay Cazalet Memorial. Harwell Lad bowling along in front to Hymn of Praise. They're all jumping well, and with the exception of Sister Stephanie, who exited at that fence first time round, all have jumped impeccably. Down towards another ditch then, so it's Hymn of Praise, the outside of Harwell Lad. They're clear of Hermes Harvest, who sits in third. And a bold jump by General Pongo shares that position. The order, as they come up past us, having taken 11 fences, it's Harwell Lad, the inside of Hymn of Praise. 4 lengths back there to General Pongo and Full of Oats and Hermes Harvest and Dakin's Boy, who was on the outside of Call It a Day. Dom Samurai being ridden along, so too is Equity Player. Yorkshire Gale just being pushed along. Celtic Abbey not enjoying this ground. There's only 2 behind, ANC Express and What a Hand is the other. So it's very complimentary about the majority of horses jumping. I should have excluded What a Hand from that analysis. and reminders for Equity Player as they swing right-handed and go down the hill. Just getting a little bit of a breather, and it's Harwell Lad leading. So head down towards fence number 13. Hymn of Praise, the 3-to-1 favourite. So the yellow jacket, Don Samurai, is the grey, who's being ridden along by Tony McCoy, some way remote at 13-2. Hermes Harvest sits in 4th place as they take this, the next playing fence, where General Pongo was a crashing fall and badly hampered ANC Express. What a hand was untidy at the rear of the field, and they race away, swinging right-handed into the back straight. The horse General Pongo okay. A line of 7 fences then, and still Harwell Lad. A reformed character today. Harwell Lad by a couple of lengths to the ground stay, Hymn of Praise, a horse with a lovely attitude. Then Hermes Harvest in 3rd, and having been put to sleep early on, Call It a Day comes into contention. He's coming to share 3rd place as they lead the 2nd in the back straight. He's clear of Don Samurai, Full of Oats, struggling Equity Player, Dakin's Boy, then Celtic Abbey, ANC Expression, Yorkshire Gale, all surely out of it. The leading 5 have this race between them, and that leading 5 are Hymn of Praise, the outside of Harwell Lad, and they're quickening the tempo as they race down towards the water jump for the 2nd and final time. And it's Harwell Lad. Yorkshire Gale is being pulled up. Harwell Lad the leader, to in 2nd place Hymn of Praise, a gap of 6 or 8 lengths then. Also Celtic Abbey has been pulled up at the rear of the field. Call It a Day, the outside of Hermes Harvest, as they take the railway fences for the 2nd time, and on the outside it's still Hymn of Praise. Harwell Lad the inner, and they're sitting 1 and 2. Harwell Lad, Hymn of Praise. Call It a Day, the outside of Hermes Harvest. Thought on the fringe of Gold Cup class by Trainers and Connections. Harwell Lad makes a mistake there. Back in 5th is Don Samurai, and really it's between these 5. These 5 are a distance clear Equity Player, and the rest are extremely remote. Dakin's Boy continuing, but well tailed off. And Harwell Lad, when the tough get going, he's gone back. He said no thank you very much, and no amount of encouragement by Rupert Nuttall will make him go quicker. However, the favourite then, Hymn of Praise, left in the lead, but Call It a Day is closing in on him. Then back in 3rd place is Hermes Harvest. In 4th is Don Samurai, and again they bypass the pond fence, so just 2 more to jump. And Call It a Day looming large for Richard Johnson on the heels of Hymn of Praise. Then back in 3rd is Hermes Harvest, followed by Don Samurai. Round the pond they come, round the final corner. They make the final turn, and it's Jimmy McCarthy in the lead on Hymn of Praise, this progressive horse this season. Switch to the right now as we look at them. Call It a Day. The grey, Don Samurai and Tony McCoy into 3rd place. Hermes Harvest, Richard Dunwoody in 4th, and the closing pack are behind Hymn of Praise, but they come down to the last. It's Hymn of Praise in the lead. Call It a Day and Hermes Harvest and Don Samurai at the final fence of the Mildmay Cazalet Memorial. And it's Hymn of Praise clear of Call It a Day in 2nd place. Hermes Harvest is staying on Burley up the hill. Hymn of Praise has won 3 so far this season, and he still has a lead of a length up towards the line. All things bright and beautiful. Hymn of Praise wins it. 2 in 2nd place. Call It a Day. Hermes Harvest is 3rd. Don Samurai is 4th. And these are a mighty long way clear of very tired horses. Staying on up the hill is Dakin's Boy. He'll probably get 5th in front of Equity Player, who's legless. Continuing ANC Express. The rest have pulled up, and so the 3-to-1 favourite has won this Anthony Mildmay Peter Cazalet Memorial in the colours of MG St Quintin, trained by Oliver Sherwood, ridden by Jimmy McCarthy, his 20th winner of the season. Jamie Osborne, of course, on the sidelines. And that injured wrist feeling all the more painful now. Hymn of Praise, 4 out of 4, and this horse is one of the success stories of the season. Getting congratulations there, rightly so, from Richard Dunwoody. He rode the 3rd Hermes Harvest. 2nd was number 3, Call It a Day, who looked to have a lot in the locker as they turned for home. Call It a Day.